companies can stay on the right side of the law when there's so many different regulations, I would say by understanding their global footprint. So they need to understand the local laws and regulations that apply in those territories, and whether they are the rules-based regulations or whether they're principle-based regulations, understand where they can sit in terms of the risk appetite point. They can also understand then what countries apply the higher standards, and the best thing to do would be apply that higher level of standard to their business. A good example of that is artificial intelligence. So we've seen a complete boom in generative AI in the last 6 to 12 months. Different regulators are taking different approaches in terms of what they're pushing out. A lot are just pushing out guidance at the moment, but the EU has gone kind of further. They've gold-plated a regulation. So that regulation is coming out over the next sort of 6 to 12 months. Will be a long implementation timeline. And that is the higher standard. So we saw it with GDPR as well, so the higher standard of regulation in the EU. And if companies can, even if it's not necessarily applicable to them, if they can apply that higher level of standard, most of the other regulators will end up following suit, or they will apply higher levels of standard, so they will end up complying with the other regulators and the guidance that they might push out.